This video is for anybody who got their dad's nose. Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to show you guys my full nose contour routine. So I have been contouring my nose probably for like the past 6 or 7 years, and I've played around with different products and different techniques, and this is the one that's worked for me for like the past 3 years, I guess. So first of all, I just want to put out a disclaimer that nose contour looks really good in photos and it looks really good from a forward angle, so being looked at head on, but nothing except for plastic surgery is going to change the way that your nose looks from like all angles. So even though this is the technique that I've been using for a while, it's obviously not perfect. You can't completely change the way that your nose looks, but we can try. So if you want to see how I contour my nose, then just keep on watching. So right now I have a full face on except for my nose. So I'm going to start out with a rounded blending brush, and I'm gonna pick up the 2 shades Conundrum and Wake Up Call from ColourPop. And this is one thing that's really important with nose contour, is you want to make sure you get the right shade. So if the shade is too warm, then it's gonna look really orangey and unnatural, but if it's too cool, then it's gonna look really ashy and also unnatural. So I like to go with a medium neutral brown that's maybe like 2 shades lighter, 2 shades darker than my skin tone. So I'm never fully satisfied with my nose contour shades. I switch them all the time. These are probably gonna change in like 2 days, but they're the shades that I'm currently using. So I'm gonna pick those 2 up, and I am going to start at the top of my nose by tucking it into this area here and bringing it up to the front of my eyebrow. So the reason that we're contouring this part of the nose is because if you just have the 2 lines going down the sides, it looks sort of harsh and unnatural. It's not blended out like upwards. So if you tuck the color in right here, it makes it look like the shadow is extending past just the nose area. Alright, so next, using the same brush, I'm gonna go in on the tip of my nose. And I'm gonna start with the underside here, but then I'm gonna bring that shadow up in like a U shape. And this is especially important if you have sort of like a more bulbous tip. This helps slim down that part of your nose. Now, I see a lot of people neglect to contour their nostrils, which is a really important part, especially if you've got big ass nostrils like I do. You want to get the sides right there. Okay, so next, in order to contour the sides, I'm gonna switch brushes, and I'm gonna use this more angled, narrow brush. And the reason that I'm switching brushes is because if you wanna go down the sides of your nose in a straight line, it's easier to use something like this as opposed to the rounded brush, because it's sort of hard to guide it straight down. But for this, I'm gonna take the shadow on the brush, and I'm gonna start right where the top part ended off, and I'm gonna connect it to the bottom. So now that the shadow is on there, I want to blend it out so it doesn't look so harsh. Now, I used to use my fingers for this, but I'm trying not to touch my face as much because I don't want to break out or anything. So what I've been doing recently is I just take a loose setting powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. And I'm going to take that on a big fluffy brush, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to pat that over. And I like that this powder has a little bit of color to it too, so it sort of blurs out the edges. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with this small tapered pencil brush, and I'm going to highlight my nose. So right now I'm using the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder. And I'm gonna take some on this brush. First I'm gonna go in on the tip of my nose. Just dot a little bit of powder just at the tip. And then I'm gonna go in down the center of my nose. But I'm not gonna connect the two. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of space right here, and that's to give the sort of button nose effect. And voila, we have now successfully faked a nose job. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw, and I will see you guys next time.